Shalom. I want to start by giving all the praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Bashem Rakakwadash. Dear ones to the elder apostles of the great Mills who well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, scattered through all the four corners of the earth. To Yuakim and Yuakwaf, brace yourselves and remember the things written. To be of good cheer. Maintain your faith and steadfastness unto the end, because we getting ready to witness a total change, that's gonna, completely, shape, the things that you're used to in your daily life. And, we know that these devils gonna make it only worse, especially if you're not bowing down, to the image of the beast, if you're not, complying, to the new world agenda. This devil got a lot of different devices out for us. And we know that the scriptures say, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devils come down unto you having great wrath, because you know that he have but a short time. So, these devils, they're rushing their agenda pretty quickly. All right. And more and more people are waking up, they're wising up to the BS. And that's why you're seeing more resistance. You're seeing people take it out to the streets, a lot of rioting, a lot of protesting. All right. And we're in that time, man. This devil is, being exposed. All right. You should not, at this point in time, you should not have any question, as to who the devil is on this planet Earth. Okay. Now, what I have is a video. This is on brand new tube. Lord will, YouTube don't try to strike me for it, because this has nothing to do with, that injection. But basically what's going on is you have reports now that are hinting at a possibility of there being a solar storm that can possibly, wipe out, the internet connections. It can mess with the satellites, and you would not have access to the internet. All right. And let's just say that they're putting that out there after having already have done the councils in a simulation on cyber attacks. All right, because they have, the narrative that a cyber attack with, COVID-like characteristics can jump off. And this was, within the World Economic Forum, where they have their secret councils, the secret councils of the wicked. All right. So we know that if anything does arise, we already know that it's already planned out. All right. And we know that they've been given the power on the left hand side of the Most High to do the things that they're doing. Matter of fact, let's get Micah 2 and 1. And it says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. And they're given, power from the Most High. All right, on the left hand side, and that's where they get their power to carry these things forth. Okay, they have these councils, they have these simulations based upon their agenda, and then afterwards they carry it out. Now, matter of fact, when you read this in the was it the NLT? Yeah, NLT. It says, "What sorrow awaits you who lie awake at night, thinking up evil plans." And the super rich, the top, globalist elite, they all are part of those evil plans. They have sleepless nights, and they come up with, these evil plans. And then they have the power through, media, through the corporations, through the military, to actually carry these things out. All right, using agenda puppets, bought and paid for, scientists, bought and paid for, puppet doctors and nurses, celebrities. It says you rise at dawn and hurry to carry them out simply because you have the power to do so. All right. So there it is. And then also when you look up that word power, the word there is Allah or Allahayim. No, Slakia, Allah. All right. You see the word right there, Allah, which basically means power. Okay. So this is the power that he's actually coming with. It says God, God like one, mighty one. Okay. And it also tells you that in 2 Thessalonians that his workings is after Satan. Or 2 Thessalonians 2:9. And that's why we can't be deceived. We're not, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, but we're not ignorant of his devices. It says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. All right. So this devil, he's at his height. Right before the Lord take this devil down, he's going to be, at an exalted level. And remember, before destruction, the heart of man is haughty. Because the Lord sets them up on a certain level before he actually throws them down, before he destroys them and take away their power. All right. So the Lord got this devil taking advantage of that power. He's basically abusing that power. He wants to get rid of majority of the population of the people on the earth. All right. Also, dealing with the internet, which was a gift and a curse. This internet is being used to further display his wickedness. All right. And this is helping him to become more revealed, to the public's eye. So he's hurting by, the internet. So that's why, one of their plans is to, try to get rid of the internet, or at least to try to limit the internet to certain people. Okay. So anyway, we're gonna play this video. This is from Hugo Talks, where he actually, breaks it down, and you're gonna see that, this is all, very interesting, to say the least. And also thought about that movie that just came out on Netflix, Awake. If you ever seen it, a similar situation happened where there was a solar flare that took place, in the heavens, and it caused a EMP. It wiped out all the electronics, and it also caused a condition within the people where they ended up suffering from insomnia. They couldn't sleep. They had a sleeping disorder. All right, and people started to go crazy. So it's funny how they put that out, and then a couple months later, you have this solid a cyber Polygon simulation, and now all of a sudden there's reports of a possible solar storm. So anyway, let's watch the video, and then we'll hit a couple precepts.
Hello, you're listening to Hugo Talk Some More. So we have this story. Seems to be primarily today in the Indian mainstream media. And, oh, what's that smell? Yeah, that smells like shite. But let's take a look first. The Indian Express. Solar storm heading towards Earth, likely to hit today. Could impact GPS and mobile signal. Here we have in first post, solar storm likely to hit Earth today. GPS, internet and satellites may be affected. High-speed solar storm may hit Earth today. All you need to know, it says here. So, what is this all about? It says a high speed solar storm that is approaching the Earth at a speed of 1.6 million kilometers per hour, according to National Aeronautics and Space Administration, is expected to hit our planet's magnetic field later today, affecting electricity supply and communication infrastructure around the world. Oh well. It's lucky that Klaus Schwab and the World Economic Forum were only just preparing for such a situation just the other day with their Cyber Polygon event.
Right.
And boom, as if by magic.
What a coincidence, right? Which we all know there's no such thing as coincidences. All right, these devils once again, all right, just showing the world that they're they're the wicked that the Bible speaks of, man. All right, and people are starting to catch on. These people are highly satanic. Okay,
We have these headlines all of a sudden appearing about a solar storm taking out the world's internet.
basically, this is the next thing that you should be afraid of. All right, if the Crown Royal ain't scaring you no more, then this is the very next thing you need to be afraid of. All right, here they are with their problem reaction solution method in order to achieve their objective for the Great Reset, all right, which is the PC way of saying New World Order. All right,
And power. This guy, Klaus, he's like Nostradamus. He can tell you what's happening in the future. Uncanny ability to know what catastrophe is coming around the corner. Either that or he is privy to what is going to happen next. So this has, in my opinion, the smelly whiff of propaganda. Look, if you go back and you search the last month, there have been plenty of stories around the world about solar storms. It's as if they are priming people with the notion, with the concept that a solar storm could take out the power and internet at a moment's notice. Here's another from today. Solar wind is coming. Geomagnetic storm can lead to global power failure. But then we have 2 days ago, massive solar storm heading towards Earth today. Could impact GPS mobile signal. But that was 2 days ago. Nothing happened. Now they're saying it's today. Then we have 3 days ago, the UK Daily Express. They're saying it's going to hit at the weekend. Forbes, a week ago, were talking about a major X-class solar flare which had already slammed into Earth. So what are they talking about? It happened a week ago now? Then we have this story. What's this one? Thousands of racing pigeons disappear in mysterious solar storm. They are saying a solar storm swept away a load of racing pigeons? You what? That was 2 weeks ago. And then at the bottom, more solar storm stuff, which was a month ago. So as you can see, a load of solar storm headlines, all with different dates. Nothing has happened. All a big solar storm in a teacup. So what I think is going on is that these stories are priming the public across the world that a solar storm could take out your power and your internet at a moment's notice.
so there you go. So they knew what they were doing. All right, they know what they're doing, putting that propaganda out there because they're planning on doing something to your internet connection, to your electronics, to come out, to cut out, your communication. All right. Let's say you should get an advantage of us, but we're not ignorant of his devices. That's why we got to constantly watch. We got to be circumspect and just really pay attention to how this devil is moving. He really wants to take people out, man. All right. Let's get Isaiah 32 and 7. And it says, the instruments also of the churl are evil. He deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. He's constantly lying to us just to justify, you know, their agenda, you know, not only with the injection, but, they lying to us about the climate change, which is all pseudoscience. All right. They're doing the most. And then when we try to speak right and tell you the truth, we're getting persecuted for it. We're being called terrorists, extremists. They're urging people to report, anybody that appear to be radical or extreme. You know what I'm saying? To report them to the government. So we already see what these devils are trying to do, man. They're trying to destroy us. Okay, so we got to constantly be circumspect, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the times because the days are evil, and we're definitely coming into the days of evil. All right, let's go to the Apocrypha, the beginning of what? The beginning of mournings, the beginning of great death. We finna see this, man. You seeing the people out there walling out over there in Africa, Nigeria, over in South Africa. They tearing shit up trying to look for food because it's famine now, and this is all orchestrated all over the world. We know that this is coming down ultimately from the Heavenly Father because He's angry with the world. You know, this is Second Ezra 16 and 18. It says the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? All right. And we're coming right into the doorstep. The Lord talked about, there shall be a day of tribulation, that there has never been no other time like it, since the creation of the world. So this is what we've been prepping for, through, these series of lessons, you know, um, admonitions, exhortations, building up our faith. The Lord showing us the signs in the heavens, showing us the angels, the chariots manifesting themselves. So, we still have to, keep a positive mindset even when this devil bring all this evil against us. All right. Yahweh Shai, he prepared his disciples, when the tribulation came for them, he said, in the world you shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I overcame the world. All right. The Lord's gonna still preserve his elect. All right, through the tribulation and the temptation. All right, so these things are going to continue to worsen. All right, we're going to feel the effects of the food shortage because that squeeze is being tightened. This devil's finna tighten the grip, and a lot of people finna feel it, man, and they finna act out. You see what's going on outside of America? That's coming straight to America, man. Okay, so it, we gonna see in the days ahead, what happens, and it could randomly happen. You could just wake up one morning, or it can even happen in the middle of the day. You in the middle of doing something with your phone, or you on the internet, whatever you doing, and shit can just cut off. Now you can't make no calls. Now you can't get on the internet. Your GPS isn't working right, and you might have been in commute somewhere that you need to be. It can happen, man. And these devils are gonna try to blame it on something that they, you know how these devils operate, you know. It was a solar flare, or it was a cyber attack from Russia or China. You know, they gotta point their finger away from their own self. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. We didn't do it. But we told you about it though. We told you about it right before it happened. But you just so happened to know, and then it just happened. Like you got all these, like these devils really got the Holy Spirit that they could just prophesy to you, and then it just so on point. They just happen to be so on point that it just happens right after. No, man, this ain't nothing but the devil coming down with great wrath. You see, So, hey, on the bright side of it, if this does happen, finally, because one thing will we know for sure what happen is that a lot of our people that's bullshitting and not taking this truth seriously and they're being entertained, guess what? You won't have access to this. You won't be able to come on our videos. You won't be able to secretly window shop and take down notes, try to get, understanding, try to, use it against us later, try to come on our comment boards and combat us and, all that'll be over with. All right, Amos 8 and 11. And it says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. So you will not be able to get on your mobile phone, your iPhone, your Android, or your laptop and come on our videos and voice your disapproval of why brothers are making this video or doing this or doing that. All right, we will no longer have to see your bullshit ass opinion because everybody really need to shut the hell up, man. There's a lot of madness, coming from a lot of you, you weak Israelites out there, man. I'm talking about you men. All right. Once this, if this happens, we ain't gotta deal with the bullshit. All right. People gonna be scrambling. They're gonna be looking, for the answers. It says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. You're gonna be cut off from this, man. All right. So hey, that's a good thing for it. And we already, because we've been talking about this for years, that there will be a time where, they're gonna try to attack, your internet. They're gonna try to attack your power grid. And if you ain't prepared for that, then hey, the prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. Okay. And yo, a lot of you women gonna freak the hell out because now you can't get on your OnlyFans and your social media and read your likes and your comments. Men worshiping you just because you just so happen to have artificial beauty that people like. No more, man. You can't make your money, you YouTube celebrities. And you got all this controversy on the internet, on YouTube, with different YouTube personalities going back and forth at each other, getting tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of views. All that's gonna cease, man. All right, you people been too proud and too comfortable. So now when this thing finally goes down, what you gonna do? All right, that day ain't gonna take us like a thief. All right, we look forward to it, man. But hey, that's because we have the comforter. We have these scriptures. All right, what is going to be our stability in that day? Isaiah 33 and 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. All right. So we have the wisdom and the knowledge that's going to be our stability. Okay. Your faith, your trust is in this knowledge right here. Okay. And we know that the Lord said that he's going to shorten the days of trouble for the elect's sake. So we know that things are going to move pretty quickly when this devil decides to, come after us. Because they talking about making life miserable for anybody that don't want to take that, you know what? They say we want to make life hard for those that are not injected. So there it is. So we already know trouble is going to come. So the Lord's going to speed things up when that happens. and He's also going to protect us, and the Lord's going to make sure that we're fed, we're good. All right, just as long as we continue to believe and pray. All right, let me get Luke 21:34. And it says, "And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life." Those of our people that are still in the world, they still care for the things of this world instead of totally detaching themselves and denying themselves in this world. So that day come upon you unawares. It's just gonna happen. For as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. You can't say, "Well, I wasn't ready." You gotta stay ready, right? If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. It says, "Watch you therefore and pray always, that you may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man." All right. So that's pretty much the video. And this was the video that I responded to. What now? A solar storm to wipe out world's internet. All right. So hey, these devils, we already know they've been plotting and planning everything. All right, but they're not gonna get the victory. The Lord's gonna, he's gonna, break their power. All right, he's gonna break the arm of the wicked and evil man. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shai. Until the next lesson, Shalom.